And there's our picture. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Spokane Steve here, the day before Thanksgiving, of course. And another great day for Strat-O-Matic baseball, 1966 replay. Hello, Michael. Yes, he is. He's in the owner's box up there, looking down, or he's looking at something. And hello, Ben. Hello, Jeffrey. You're at the store, what looks to me like a Safeway or a subsidiary, part of that company. I'm basing that on a video I saw of yours, several of them when you walked to the store. It's the same design as a Safeway, Winn-Dixie. Must be the same company. That deli, the signage, the fixtures, everything's identical to a Safeway. What they call the lifestyle store. When that remodel was, oh my God, that was 20 years ago or more. At the time, that was their new look. Of course, now they're getting bought out, I guess, by Kroger. Anyway, I digress. I certainly don't want to talk about grocery stores. Right, Ben? Well, I worked in them for 39 years, for one thing. I saw some meat guy with pallets of turkeys the other day when I was shopping and talked to him for a little bit. I said, man, when I see this time of year, I am thankful that I'm not doing on your end of it anymore. Today's game is the second game of this series. It's Atlanta Braves at Cincinnati Reds. Lefty Denny LeMaster on the mound for the Braves. Righty Joey J for the Reds. You can see by Jay's card, he'll finish the season with the Braves, but for now he's on the Reds. And we're going to take a look at the pitching cards. LeMaster, solid card, about a hit per inning, 374. Jay, very rough card. Of course, this was near the end of Joey Jay's career. In fact, if we looked him up here, let's do that here for a minute. See how old he was this year. This is near the end of the line. This was his last season. He was only 30. But it was his last season in the bigs. I'm going to turn the heat down. I don't know why that is, but that heater, for some reason, likes to come on like clockwork just when I'm getting ready to start the game. And in this room, I'm sitting right by the vent. Oh, yeah, you got that right, Ben. Especially in the night crew days when I was stocking shelves on the graveyard shift. A lot of times I'd have to come in at midnight, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Really put a damper on my holiday enjoyment, and sad to say, it has left me with a bad taste in my mouth for holidays in general, clear to this day. Let's check the stats for these pitchers now. I'm trying to focus my eyes in. LeMaster, as you can see here, he's 3-3. Solid 3.34 ERA in 8 starts. He has 2 complete games, one of them a shutout. 57 innings, 54 hits allowed, 35 strikeouts. Yeah, I made that comment about I was in Target this morning getting a birthday gift for my cousin. I asked him if they had a gift bag, and he started pointing me to the Christmas bags, and I said, oh, no, I don't even mention the C word, at least until Thanksgiving's over. He goes, I wish I could do that. Joey J, despite a really bad card, 2-2 with a solid 3.74 ERA so far. So his ERA not that much higher than LeMaster's. He has made 5 starts, 1 relief appearance, 34 innings, 31 hits allowed. For Jay, control has been the problem. 19 walks to 24 strikeouts. So we'll see what happens. You can see the real life score. Anything can happen in Strat-O-Matic, but I'll tell you what, just looking at the matchups, I do not see a repeat of that. Let's get the Braves line up and we'll get the game started. Felipe Alou will lead off in left field. Mac Jones in center field hits second. Hank Aaron in his usual 3 spot in right. Eddie Matthews at third base will hit cleanup. Joe Torre's at first base once again, hitting 5th. Dennis Menke, the shortstop, hits 6th. Gene Oliver will be behind the dish, hitting 7th, with Woody Woodward at second base and LeMaster, the pitcher, rounding out the lineup. The Reds defensively will have Johnny Edwards doing the catching. Pavletic at first, Rose and Cardenas up the middle with Tommy Helms down at third, and the outfield left to right, Darren Johnson, Pinson, and Joe Simpson, getting what I believe is his first start of the season in right. Yeah, as a kid, definitely, before I got into the business, Franklin. Football on Thanksgiving, and I think football on Christmas, if my memory serves. Sometimes we'd go to my uncle's for Christmas, sometimes to my dad's girlfriend's sisters and her husband. They were a lot of fun. I like to go there. I used to I'd get into the bar. Yeah, as a kid. That was a party house. Nobody even paid any attention to what I was doing. All righty, we're ready to go underway here. God is behind the home plate today, just about 5,500 in the house. And if you don't know who I mean, that would be Doug Harvey, of course. He wrote a book. How many people are familiar with what I'm talking about? Michael says Woodward must have had something on somebody. I always liked Woody. Good middle infielder, probably better than his ratings on this card would indicate. Felipe Alou will lead things off. He comes in hitting .320. 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. Jay winds and deals on a 4-8, single to 13. That's a base hit right between first and second into right field. And Alou starts the game off with a sharply hit single to right. Bill eyed me. Don't forget Billy. Billy who, Bill? And greetings, Perry. Alou not a threat to run. Here's Mac Jones. Jones just 6 for 32 since coming off the injured list, a 188 average. He does have 1 home run. Jay out of the stretch now. The pitch to Mac Jones is a 1-6 right-handed, and he walks him. So a bit of a rocky start for Jay. First 2 runners reach. And here comes Major League home run leader Henry Aaron. Aaron, 16 home runs, 36 RBIs, despite the subpar 228 batting average so far. And even that's been coming up as of late. There's Jay set now. The wind up to pitch to Henry Aaron. 4-3 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Johnson starts back, turns around, and that one lands halfway up the seats. Hank Aaron with his 17th home run of the season. How about that? 4-3, no doubt about it. We don't even bother to look and see if he has end power or not. And the Braves jump out to a 3-0 lead. Johnny Edwards is going to walk the new ball out to the mound, have a few words with Joey J, saying, you know, don't worry about that. It's early. Let's just settle down and throw strikes. Who was Billy? Bill? You said don't forget Billy, okay? I'm still scratching my head over that one. Here's Eddie Matthews now, hitting .233. 4 homers, 13 RBIs. Jay into the lineup. Pitch to Eddie is 6'8", left-handed. He bangs a base hit into right field. And so far, Joey J is fooling no one. I tell you, fellas, at this rate, this game could be over before the seats warm up. Here's Torrey now. Torrey hitting .345 on the season. 5 homers, 34 RBIs. Jay out of the stretch. The pitch to Torrey is a 4-3 right-handed. That ball is absolutely crushed to dead center field. Forget about it. Long gone, and it's 5-0 Braves. Same number Aaron rolled, the 4-3 righty. And for Torrey, his 6th home run of the year, it is batting practice. He's laughing out loud, but you still haven't told us who the hell Billy is, Bill. Or is that yourself? Billy-eyed me. I just thought of that. And there's Rick. Greetings, Rick. Okay, as I said, yeah, this one may be over before it starts. 5-0 Braves already, and there's still not an out in the first. Action in the Cincinnati pen. Let's see who would be the long man today. Predominantly a right-handed lineup. We're also looking for somebody who's not a premier reliever on the team. We're not going to waste valuable innings in this game. Who are we going to go with? He's a 2. Let's see what else we have here. Boy, not really a lot of options. We could go to Balshin, I suppose. If you're talking about an inning eater, we better get Joe Nuxhall up. Nuxhall throwing in the Reds' pen in the first inning. Alou led off with a single. Mac Jones walked. Aaron with a 3-run blast. Eddie Matthews followed that with a single. Torrey another home run, both on the 4-3 off the pitcher's card. And it is 5-0 Atlanta. No, Ben, I'm taking tomorrow off, but I will be here Saturday instead. So we're just trading Saturday for Thursday this week. Here's Menke. Menke 288, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. The Braves, one of the more potent offenses of the league, and looking at this Joey J card, plus the level to which it had overachieved so far, you could almost see this coming. Did I say Joe Simpson? Yeah, it's Dick Simpson. Thanks, Bill. I did say Joe Simpson. He was later. Right? Jay with the windup. It hits to Menke's, a 5'11 right-handed. Base hit into right field. And Joey J still has not retired anyone here. How long are they going to go with him remains to be seen. Nuxhall almost ready down there. And here's Gene Oliver, the catcher. Oh my goodness. Oliver, just 3 for 35 so far. That's an 0.86 average, okay? So if Jay can't get Oliver out, well, I don't have to say it, do I? Jay from the stretch now. The pitch to Gene Oliver is a 6-9. That ball is driven to left field. Way back and gone. Home run Gene Oliver. And that's going to be it for Joey J. Not that it matters at this point. Oliver's first home run of the season. It's 7-0 Atlanta, and there's still nobody out in the first inning. So already we're going to have to, yeah, you get it. This is unreal. We've had some laughers, guys, but this is the first time we've ever seen a game blown right open in the top of the first inning. So Jay will hit the showers, having not retired a single batter. This is the worst start of the season by anybody. 6 hits, 7 runs. Well, there goes his, what did I say it was? There goes his 3.74 ERA. And that crafty Don Hefner, he's going to claim that Jay is injured and give Joe Nuxhall all the time he wants to warm up. I remember Simpson that was in the 80s, right, Bill, when TBS and WGN were all the rage for people who were just getting into cable TV for the first time. You never know what you're going to see, right, Ben? I don't think I've ever seen it. They just pummeled Joey J. No question about it. Here's Woodward, hitting .260 so far. No homers, but 16 RBIs. Nuxhall, the left-hander, ready to go to work here. The windup down the pitch, a 1-5. Called strike 3. So Nuxhall comes in and gets an out right away. Here's LeMaster, a left-handed hitter. No, sorry, a right-handed hitter, excuse me. 1W. That's a 6-6 right-handed. That's blistered into center field. That's going to be over Pinson's head. LeMaster rounding and heads for second, and he's in with a double. Talk about adding insult to injury. The pitcher doubles. And here's Felipe for his second at bat of the inning. He led off with a single. He scored. Holy cow. Nuxhall, the pitch to Felipe, a 4-7 right-handed, single to 16 on an 18. It's grabbed at first by Pavletic. And he takes it to the bag. Let's see if the runner moves up on that. That's a ground ball B to first base. Hang on a second here. Runner on second. Yep, the runner moves up on that. So on a grounder to first, Pavletic's only play was to Nuxhall covering. That's a 3-1C, and LeMaster takes third. That's the second out. And here's Mac Jones. He walked his first time up. Holy cow. Check the dice indeed. Left on left, the pitch to Jones, a 1-11, and he hits him. Holy crap. Well, you know that was not intentional. Or was it? No, I don't think so. Now, if he threw at Aaron, right, I might say, okay. Oh my goodness, this is the craziest start to a game I've ever seen. And here comes Aaron. Anyone for 2 home runs in an inning? Leads the majors with 17. The pitch from Nuxall is a 6'8" right-hander. It's a grounder to short. Cardenas has it. Throws to first. And mercifully for the Reds fan, the side is finally retired. 7 runs. On 7 hits, 2 left. Yeah, and I have witnesses. Okay, let's get caught up on the scorekeeping here. Nuxall in. That's the first inning, so already we got to do this. Probably no one in the park happier than Mr. Denny LeMaster, who's going to take the mound in the bottom of the first with a 7-run lead. And here's the Reds lineup for today's game, if you can call it that. Tommy Helms leading off at third base. Pete Rose at second in the 2 spot. Veda Pinson in center field hits third. Don Pavletic at first base is the cleanup man. Darren Johnson bats 5th and left. Leo Cardenas at short hits 6th. Dick Simpson, his first start of the season. He's in right field, hitting 7th. Johnny Edwards, the catcher. Was Joey J, the pitcher. Now it's Nuxall. Braves defensively have Oliver catching, Torrey at first, Woodward and Menke up the middle with Matthews at third, and the outfield, Alou, Jones, and Aaron. And maybe they can, Franklin, or at least show something offensively. Make it seem like it's a game. Tommy Helms will lead things off, bottom of the first. Helms, the leading batter on the Reds at .299. 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. The Reds come in last place in the National League, 12-21, and they're batting .216 as a team. That's 7 runs, looking like a hell of a mountain right now. As LeMaster comes set, the left-hander winds and deals. 6'9" right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So LeMaster wasting no time with a big lead. He's coming right after them, and here's Pete Rose. Switch hitter hitting right-handed. Rose comes in second on the team in batting at .271. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. LeMaster into the windup. That's going to be a 6-6 right-handed. It's a fly ball into center field. Mac Jones going back on it and makes the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up Veda Pinson. Pinson hitting .246 so far, 3 home runs, a team leading 19 RBIs. Left on left. It's a 4-6, swung on and missed, strike 3. LeMaster retires the side in order, striking out 2. And that's got to be the most lopsided first inning I've seen. So this will not be the second inning for the Reds. Keep that straight. That row will be the second inning now. Holy cow. Well, Anybody got any good stories? Any Thanksgiving plans anyone would care to share? I will mention one thing I've noticed. I was looking at some of my stats on YouTube. I was surprised to see that 40% of my views are from non-subscribers. So that was interesting. So hey, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That really helps me out. Franklin's trying to remember if he ever saw this in real life. I remember going to one that was pretty bad. Let's get going a little bit here. I'll tell you about that one. Here's Matthews. He's 1 for 1 today. Joe Nuxall, the left-hander, into the windup. The pitch to Eddie is a 6-7, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Matthews strikes out. Here's Joe Torre now. Torre, of course, a home run in his first at-bat. Nuxall into the windup. 5-8 right hand. That's a lazy fly ball into right field. Simpson. He'll make the catch. Probably his first play of the year on defense. Simpson's only been in 5 games and is 1 for 4, all pinch hitting. Here's Menke now with 2 down. The pitch from Nuxall is a 5-2 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Nuxall at least has restored order. Too little too late to be sure. He retires the side in order, striking out 2. Thank you, Razor, and welcome. Here's LeMaster. It'll be Pavletic, Johnson, and Cardenas for the Reds. Pavletic 232 on the season, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. 2-6 right-handed. Sorry, 2-6 left-handed, excuse me. That's a double to 13. That's going to be down for extra bases. Pavletic rounds and cruises into second with a stand-up double. First hit for Cincinnati. Let's see if they can string a few more together here and maybe make this at least somewhat interesting. Here's Darren Johnson now. DJ hitting just 204. 6 home runs, 16 RBIs. LeMaster checks the runner. Now the pitch to Johnson is a 4-10 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for LeMaster. Again, LeMaster with the big lead. He's not fooling around. And here's Cardenas. Cardenas just 197, 4 homers, 14 RBIs. LeMaster into the windup. That's a 5-7 right-handed, a fly ball into right field. Hank Aaron is right there. 5-7B. Pavletic could tag up on that, but a 1-9, trailing by 7. He's going to stay put. And that'll bring up Dick Simpson, the aforementioned Simpson. 1 for 4 on the season. His first start. LeMaster into the windup. 2-3, fly ball into straightaway center. Jones is there, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 1 left. 2 innings in the books. It's a 7-0 slaughter. I tell you, if anybody wants to be bothered to, look up the score of the first game. Was it the first game? No, I think it was game 3. Anyway, it was the first home game of the 1974 NL playoffs, Pirates at Dodgers, and my dad had tickets, and we went, and by the time we got our snacks and sat down, the game was basically over. I don't remember how many Pittsburgh got. They jumped all over them in the first inning in that game. Probably not as bad as this one, but that's the one I remember. Mostly because my dad said that, something to that effect of, hell, the game's over and the seat's not even warm yet. Top of the third. And the bottom third of the order for the Braves. Gene Oliver with a home run in the first. Well, who didn't have a home run in the first, right? Nuxall, the pitch. That's a 1-5. That's a triple to one. That's going to be a double for Gene Oliver. So Oliver with a homer and a double now. Halfway to the cycle. Does he have a shot at a triple? He actually does. Providing a left-hander stay in the game, that is. Game 4. What was game 3, Ben? We went to the game they lost. Yeah, the game the Pirates won. The Pirates jumped all over somebody in the top of the first. There, Bill's got it. 5 runs in the first. Pops and the Gravedigger homered. Game 3. Yep, I was at that game. Here's Woody now, struck out. Nuxall with the pitch on a 5-6. That's a fly ball to straightaway center. Pinson has it. And that's one down. Good afternoon, Ken Castro, and welcome. Happy Thanksgiving once again to everybody. Here's LeMaster now, right-handed hitter. 7-0, he's just going to swing away. 3-6, grounder to short. Cardenas looks the runner back and throws him out, and that's 2 down. That's right, Bill, it was Rao. Yep, I remember now. Here's Felipe Alou, 1 for 2. Nuxall, 2-6 right, 2-6 left-handed, is a grounder down to third base. Tommy Helms throws him out. And Nuxall's come on and pitched pretty well. No runs a hit, 1 left. Maybe Nuxall should have been the starter here. And Michael had the early Tyson fight. Ordered a pizza. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's, man, I feel you. You're all set for a big evening and poof. Reds come to bat in the bottom of the third. Johnny Edwards will lead things off. Edwards hitting just 200, 14 for 70, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. Left on left, LeMaster comes in with a 3-3, a little slow roller to first. Pavletic will take it himself. Excuse me. Torrey will take it himself, and there's 1 out. Nuxall. I'm going to leave Nuxall in. I don't see any point in... They need some length out of him here. 1W lefty hitter. 1-6 struck him out. 4th K for LeMaster. And the batter will be Helms. Helms struck out his first time. LeMaster into the windup. That's a 5-4 right-handed. That's catcher's card X. That'll be Oliver. Oliver a 4E4. And here's the result of that play. It's a foul out to the catcher, side retired. 1-2-3 inning for LeMaster. It is all Braves here today. 3 innings into the books, they lead it 7-0. Reds hoping to get some length out of Nuxall. We'll see how it goes. He's rated 3 for endurance. He's already worked 3. He's going to try to stretch it out here, facing Jones, Aaron, and Matthews. Jones walked and was hit by a pitch. Nuxall into the windup. That's a 5-7. Ground ball to second base X. That's Rose, a 2E17. Rose to his left. The play is a 16. He makes the play and throws him out. 4-3X. Jones retired. Here's Aaron now, 1 for 2. Knocked in the first 3 runs of the game with a 3-run homer in the first, and the Braves have not looked back. Here's the pitch for Aaron. It's a 6-8 right-handed, a grounder to short. It's Cardenas. Throws him out, 2 down. Like I say, maybe Nuxall should have started this game. Here's Matthews now, 1 for 2. Left on left. Nuxall with the pitch, 3-7. Called strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Braves in the 4th. Wouldn't that be funny if that's the only runs they scored? 7 in the first. Lemaster makes it stand up. I'm just thinking through the scenario now. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen yet. Right, Bill. And then knowing myself, especially as an 18-year-old, I probably said something to the effect of, well, of course, on the day I don't go to the game. Rose, Pinson, and Pavletic for the Reds. They have only 1 hit off of Lemaster. Lemaster gets the sign from Oliver. The pitch to Rose is a 2-7 left-hander. It's a 2-hopper to short. Menke to Torrey. Rose is retired. And here's Pinson. Pinson struck out in the first. Left on left. Lemaster winds and deals. 2-10. Caught the corner. Strike 3 called. Pinson shaking his head as he walks back. Doug Harvey giving him a bit of an eye there. Here's Pavletic. He has the only Reds hit, a double in the second. Lemaster into the windup. Here it is. It's a 2-6, and that's going to be double to 13 on a 20. He'll settle for a long single. And Pavletic's 2 for 2. Unfortunately for the Reds, he's the only one who has a hit. And here's DJ. Lemaster gets the sign now. From the stretch, 4-8. That's a single to 18. Just does get it on a 17. Just by a diving Matthews at third, and Pavletic will hold at second. Ball got to Alou very quickly. Pavletic, very slow, will hold at second. Here's Cardenas now. First and second, but 2 away. Lemaster into the windup. 5-4 right-handed. That's catcher's card X. Another chance for Oliver. 4E4. Here's the play on a 16. That's going to be a pass ball followed by a pop-out. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits. They leave a pair. Lemaster must be thinking, you give me 7 runs against this offense? Nuxall, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in his 3rd endurance inning here, but he's been marvelous. 4 scoreless innings for Nuxall. It'll be Torrey, Menke, and Oliver. Nuxall into the windup. Pitch to Torrey is a 4-7 right-handed. Single to 16. That's stopped at first by Pavletic. Underhands to Nuxall covering. on the 18. Let's take another look. 4-7 single to 16, the 18. Nice play at first by Pavletic, and Torrey is retired. Here's Menke now. Menke 1 for 2. Nuxall into the windup. 1-7 left-handed. He walks him. A 1-out walk to Dennis Menke. No threat to run. That's going to bring up Gene Oliver. The Reds, of course, excuse me. The Reds, of course, are going to try to go as far as they can with Nuxall. Try to save some arms here today. Gene Oliver 2 for 2, a homer and a double. Nuxall from the stretch. That's a 3-8 grounder back to the pitcher. Nuxall down to Rose for 1. To Pavletic, not in time. That'll be a 1-4 force. Oliver, a slow runner at first, 2 away, and here's Woody. Woody 0 for 2. And here's Nuxall into the windup. The pitch, 4-8 right-handed. He loses him, ball 4. And Nuxall may be running out of gas. One more hit or walk will fatigue him. What else we got, huh? Ted Davidson throwing in the Reds' pen. First and second, 2 down. Here's LeMaster, right-handed hitter. The pitch from Nuxall on a 2-9. It's a grounder to first. Pavletic will take it himself. And Nuxall gets out of it. No runs, no hits, 2 left. 5 scoreless innings for Joe Nuxall. I think that's the most he can go, isn't it? Or is that just super advanced? I think it's 2 past endurance inning, so 5. That could just be super advanced, though. It doesn't matter in any case. He's due to bat third in the bottom of the inning, and they'll hit for him. So that'll do it for Nuxall. Fine display of pitching, unlike Joey J. We gotta laugh at it, right? What else can you do? Dick Simpson will start it off. He's 0 for 1. LeMaster into the windup. That's a 5-9. That's going to be a high fly ball, a little deep left field. Going back is Alou at the track, at the wall. Does he have the power? He does. Home run, Dick Simpson. How about that? Simpson, who came into the game just 4 at-bats. 1 for 4 coming into this ball game. He's got his first home run of the season. It's a 5-9 to 17. And the Reds are on the board. Let's look at Simpson. Did he hit any in real life? He did hit 4 in only 84 at-bats, so he had a little pop. Comeback has to start somewhere. Here's Edwards now. About 5,500, Franklin. That was that a Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday night game. Left on left, the pitch from LeMaster, a 5-3 grounder to first base X. Tough chance for Torrey. Torrey a 3-5 at first base. Here's the play on a 5. He makes a nice stop. Feeds LeMaster covering. Nice play, Torrey. 3-1X. And now we will have a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Nuxall. Ted Davidson will take over on the mound. Tony Perez grabs a bat. He's going to hit here. Might as well get a name into the game, right? I'm holding back Tommy Harper in case it matters. Could have gone with Gagliano here, but we're going to let Perez have an at bat. That darn heater came on again. Sorry about that. Let's look up Perez's numbers. He's 14 for 69, a 203 average, just one home run. A very young Tony Perez. Hello, Rob. Welcome. One-sided affair here, 7-1 Braves in the fifth. One down, here's Perez. Lemastre into the windup. 2-3 left-handed. It's a foul ball behind the plate. Oliver goes back, throws the mask away, and makes the catch. 2 down. Perez retired. And here's Helms now. Lemastre, the windup and the pitch, a 1-11 left-handed. Tommy bangs a base hit up the middle. 2-out single for Helms. That'll get Pete Rose up this inning. Rose 0 for 2 today, hitting righty against Lemastre. Lemastre out of the stretch now. The pitch to Rose on a 4-10. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And down go the Reds again. They do get a run this time, however, on the Dick Simpson home run. After 5 innings of play, it's all Braves, 7-1. I'm going to try to catch that, Jeffrey. I'll be home this Saturday. Due to the holiday, yeah. Holy cow. Ted Davidson will come on. Let's close the book on Nuxall. He worked 5 innings. Gave up just 2 hits, no runs. To a tough lineup. He walked 2 and hit a batter. Struck out 3, 4. So Nuxall, if nothing else, he saved the pen. Yeah, I'd be up for that, Jeff. I was on your thing once a long time ago when I was first getting started. I called in. And we played a game once, of course. I managed the Giants. That's right. Yeah, we played a live game. Giants and Phillies, 1969. You beat me. Davidson's numbers on the season. He's been in 11 games, 2-1 with a very high 7.63 ERA in 15 1/3 innings of work. Davidson, of course, in a mop-up role here. Top of the order for Atlanta. Alou 1 for 3. Davidson's first pitch is a 6-4 righty grounder to shortstop X. That's Cardenas. Cardenas, a good shortstop, 2E16. Into the hole on a 16. He's got it, plants and throws in time. Nice play, Cardenas. Alou down 6-3X. Here comes Mac Jones. Jones 0 for 1. Left on left. Davidson into the windup. It's a 4-6 left-handed, and he loses him ball 4. So So Jones, without the aid of a hit, has been on 3 times today. Star 15 stealer. Davidson a 0. Edwards a 0. I'm going to put the brakes on the stealing for the Braves here. Runner on first, here's Aaron. 1 for 3 with a home run today. Davidson with the pitch. That is a 5-3 right-handed. A grounder to first base X. Tough chance for Pavletic, a 4E15. Here's the play. On a 14, error range. An 8 is the roll on a 15. He makes the play. Down to Cardenas for 1. Back to first. Double play. The 3-6-3X. And the inning is over. I think you walked McCovey intentionally in that game, if I remember correctly. In a weird situation, too. It's like there wasn't even a base open or something like that. Heart of the order for Cincinnati. Have not shown much against LeMaster. Just 5 hits, 1 run on the home run by Simpson, of all people. And here's Pinson. Pinson struck out both times today. LeMaster into the windup. The pitch to Pinson is a 6-7. Grounder to second base X. That's going to be Woodward. Woodward ranges behind the bag, 3E24 on a 1. He's not going to get it. That's through into center field for a single. Leadoff single for Pinson. Pinson with good speed. Of course, they trail by 6. Star 15. LeMaster a -1 hold. Oliver a +1 arm, so that's a wash. Atlanta won't hold him. They're basically saying if you want to go 1 to 15, he's a star stealer, so he has the lead automatically. Pavletic 2 for 2, however, they're going to let him take a swing. LeMaster out of the stretch. That's a 3-9. Grounder to third, and wouldn't you know it. Matthews to Woodward to Torrey, 5-4-3 double play. So trailing by 6, they elected not to steal. And as luck would have it for Cincinnati, Pavletic bangs into the double play. That'll bring up Johnson with 2 out and nobody on. 1 for 2 today. LeMaster set. The pitch to DJ is a 5-5 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. No runs, a hit, nobody left. 6 innings. Again, all Braves today. 7-1. Boy, that sure was. I thought about stealing with Pinson 1 to 15, but you don't want to get thrown out trailing by 6. Ted Davidson will come out for his second inning. He's his second inning, tongue-tied there. He is a 3 endurance rating. Matthews, Torrey, and Menke do. Matthews 1 for 3, fanned twice, left on left, as Davidson comes in there with a 1-10, and he loses him ball 4. Second walk issued by Davidson. And here comes Torrey. Torrey 1 for 3 with a home run. Part of that brutal first inning. Davidson out of the stretch. It's a 6-5 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. This could be 2. Cardenas a 2E16. Here's the play. That is on a 12. It's the E range. A 12, that could be trouble. On a 16, it's a ground ball A. It's Cardenas to Rose to Pavletic. Nice play, Cardenas. Cardenas flashing some leather today. Two outs, nobody on, and here's Menke. Menke 1 for 2. Davidson gets the sign. That's going to be a 6-3 right-handed, a fly ball to left field X. That's going to be Darren Johnson, a 4E6, ranging towards the gap. Here is the play. On a 6, he's not going to get there. That's going to get by him and to the wall for extra bases. Menke rounds and holds at second with a 2-out double. Here's Gene Oliver now. Oliver 2 for 3. Homered and doubled. The pitch from Davidson. 2-11. Grounder down to third. Helms has it. Throws him out, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. The Braves still living large on that first inning. Haven't scored since. But it's still 7-1 Braves. Seven to 1 Braves and Denny LeMaster cruising. This LeMaster card has really outperformed itself so far this season, and granted, it's still very young in the season. And what the hell, it is the 7th inning stretch. I need a coffee refill, and Coastal Peaks. Let's take a look at the cat, shall we? It's the Mookie Cam. Brought to you by Schlabotnik Auto Parts. That's right, there he is. Napping in the catbird seat as usual. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I just made that up. I actually had the name, I almost said the name of a real auto parts store, and then I thought about it and thought, wait a minute, maybe I'm not supposed to do that. I'm a little vague as to what some of the rules are on here, right? I don't want to get busted for plugging somebody I'm not supposed to be. Okay, bottom of the 7th. Reds trail by 6. It's Cardenas, Simpson, and Edwards against Denny LeMaster. Leo 0 for 2. He's put on a defensive display so far. LeMaster into the windup. A 2-5 base hit up the middle for Leo. Leadoff single in the 7th. LeMaster an 8 for endurance. In case you were wondering. Here's Simpson 1 for 2 with a homer. Yeah, I believe that. I would be too. I try to be anyway. Here, although we just mentioned grocery companies by name, so yeah, I don't know. I would think you could do that. LeMaster out of the stretch now. The pitch to Simpson is a 5-3 right-handed. That's a grounder to first base X. Another tough chance for Joe Torre, a 3E5. Here's the roll on a 5, and he's got it. His only play is going to be to LeMaster covering as Cardenas takes second. 3-1X ground ball C. 1 away, and here's Edwards. Edwards 0 for 2. Grounded to first base both times. You are clear. So can you say, like, company names? Is that allowed? Can I say that I worked for Safeway, for example, or is that a no-no? Okay, so it is. So I could have said the auto parts store name and I would have been fine. That's good to know. Thank you, Jeff. Here's Edwards now. Left on left, the master comes in with a 1-7 ground ball to second base. Fielded there by Woodward, throws him out. And the runner advances. Right, no, I realize that, but the reason I did that is because I had an actual auto parts chain in my head, and at the last minute I thought, whoops, I might not want to say that this is sponsored by such and such, because it isn't, you know. So I made one up off the top of my head on the cuff there. The Reds are going to send up a batter for Davidson. Try to get a run here with a runner at third and 2 down. Davidson worked 2 innings, 2 scoreless innings. He gave up a hit, 2 walks, did not strike out anyone. Jack Balshin will be the next pitcher in. And hopefully the last pitcher in. I really don't want to get into Notabart or McCool in a game like this, but we'll see how it goes. And this time it will be Gagliano hitting for the pitcher. Almost the reverse of the real life score, and I commented on that before the game started. Not at all surprised here. Is anyone? Really? That J card is brutal. How he came into this game with a 3.74 ERA is beyond me. Okay, here's Gagliano now. He is, where is he? Wait a minute, what's going on here? He's not even supposed to be on this team, is he? It says St. Louis. Hang on a second here. How did he get in here? Okay, timeout. Sorry about this. I'm going to look up Phil Gagliano, see where the hell he's supposed to be. Yeah, he's on St. Louis. I have no idea how he got on the Reds. What tipped me off is I went to look up his stats. He doesn't have any. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to check St. Louis here. Yeah, there he is. Bear with me here. Yeah, he's 4 for 21 for St. Louis. Okay, so we're going to need a different pinch hitter, obviously. Do they have another righty? Oh, what the hell? Let's give Jimmy Coker an at-bat. He hasn't played much. At least not that I can remember. He's been in 3 games. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Okay, we have our man. Jimmy Coker is going to get an at-bat here. He's got a little pop against lefties. There you go, Franklin. You solved it. I stuck him in the wrong pile. And after the pitch to Coker on a 4-6, he walks him, ball 4. Coker comes off the bench, draws the walk. And Tommy Helms will bat. Runners at the corners and 2 down. Reds trying to get something going here against LeMaster. LeMaster gets the sign from the stretch. A 3-9 routine ground ball to second. It's Woodward. Flips to Torrey, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We're through 7. 7-1 Reds. Davidson's out. Balshin coming on to pitch. And before we do, I'm going to need to hit the restroom myself. Sorry about this, guys. You know, at my age, yeah, you know. All right, we are back. You got it, Ben. Yeah. Cloak of blindness is more like it. All righty, we're going to the 8th inning. It's all Braves today, 7-1. Just to repeat, there won't be a game tomorrow. I'll be visiting the family for Thanksgiving, stopping at my cousin's for a drink, and then over to my mom's for dinner. I made my cranberry sauce, fresh of course, and have a really nice bottle of Pinot picked out for tomorrow. I'm going to attempt the green bean casserole a little later. I've only done it once and it didn't come out very good. It was too runny. So I am going to thicken it by putting more of those onions things in there. Those dried onions this time. Maybe that'll thicken it up a little bit. Again, I'm not a cook here, so fingers crossed on that one. I will be here on Saturday. Is that a fact, Ben? I'll be darned. The leading grower of cranberries. In comes Balshin. He's 0-1 with an 11.81 ERA. Perfect pitcher for this game, right? He's actually pretty good against right-handers. I wonder what his lefty-righty breakdown is. I think you can actually look at that, believe it or not. Let's have some fun with this. Cincinnati. I haven't tried this yet because I'm manually entering these. When you're playing on the Windows game, you can do this. Let's look at player stats, Balshin. Boy, yeah, you sure can. I've got a lefty-righty breakdown on Balshin. How about that? Righties are hitting only .368 against Balshin. Lefties, 33, 5 for 6, with 2 doubles and a walk. So the numbers don't lie. You do not want Balshin facing any lefties in a crucial situation, that's for sure. Here's Woodward in the 8th. Balshin ready to work now. The wind up, the pitch to Woody on a 3-8. It's a fly ball to straightaway center. Pinson is there. And there's one down. And of course, Lemaster's going to bat. Trying to go the distance here today. A right-handed hitter. There's a 2-11 grounder to second. That's Rose to Pavletic. 2 quick outs in the 8th. You're going to attempt it, Joe. It'll be a snap, Jeremiah. Yeah, it's just berry, sugar, and water. It's impossible to screw up. Even I can't screw it up. And believe me, that's a testament. Here's a Lou with 2 down. Balshin into the windup. Right-hander delivers a 6-8. That's a double to 16. On a 15, a Lou is in there with a ringing double, his second hit of the afternoon. A 2-out double for Felipe Alou. And here's Mac Jones. I'm in the same boat with you, Ben. Jones has been on 3 times today, does not have a hit. He's 0 for 1. Balshin facing a lefty. Living dangerously here on a 3-9. That's a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Simpson at the wall, leaps and makes the catch at the wall on a 5. Oh my. Homer 1 through 4. And Simpson able to track it down. So no runs to hit, 1 left for Atlanta. Silver Springs, how about that? Is that in Wisconsin too, Ben? I'm very familiar with that product. I had a similar experience one time in Tracy, California. Driving at night, and we were exhausted and just pulled off the freeway. Happened to get within whiffing distance of the Heinz 57 plant. That I did know. We used to say you could buy it in the produce department. Yeah. Rose, Pinson, and Pavletic do here. Lemaster trying to go the distance in this one. Into the windup. Rose batting righty on a 110. Fly ball into right field. That's going to be Hank Aaron making the play. 1 away. Yeah, it was. We're sitting there going, what is that smell? And then we got closer and drove right by it, and we're going, oh man, that has to be it. So yeah, I mean, I like Heinz 57 and I love horseradish, but not everything smells like it is, I guess, for the lack of a better way to describe it. Here's Pinson, 1 for 3, fan twice. Left on left, Lemaster with a 5-2. That's a high fly ball to deep right field. Going back is Aaron at the track, leaps, it's gone. Home run, Veda Pinson. That makes it 7-2. Let's take a look at Pinson's numbers now. For Veda, his 4th home run of the season. This is also the first endurance inning for Lemaster. 7-2 the score now, and here's Pavletic, 2 for 3 on the day. Lemaster into the windup, 5-6, swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Pavletic, 2 down. And it's DJ with 2 down. Darren Johnson, 1 for 3, struck out twice. Lemaster gets the sign. The pitch, 1-9. That ball is driven to deep left field. Alou back at the wall, gone. Darren Johnson blasts it out of the yard. The third home run off of LeMaster today, all solo shots. For Johnson, that is his 7th home run of the season. He's the team leader in that department, and suddenly it's 7-3, and one more hitter walk will fatigue LeMaster. And that is going to get Clay Carroll throwing in the Atlanta pen. LeMaster trying to go the distance. He might be running out of gas here. And up steps Leo Cardenas, 1 for 3 today. LeMaster staring in now. Nodding, the windup, the pitch to Leo, a 5-8 right-handed. That is banged into the gap for extra bases on a 1, rounding second, headed for third. It's Leo Cardenas with the daily triple. And that's going to be it for LeMaster. Here comes Bragan, that'll do it. So LeMaster, cruising for a while, fails to go the distance. And the Reds late trying to climb back into this one. Here comes Clay Carroll jogging in. Holy crap! Wife and oh my God, that's awful. His stepson. So that was that was his mother? I assume Carol's wife was the stepson's mother, right? Not that it makes any difference who it was. I mean, yeah. Red's trying to get back into this. Are we going to leave it up to Simpson? Against a righty, not much on that card. He does have a little power. I'm inclined to go to Art Shamsky here. See if they can get it close. Shamsky has serious power against righties. And he can play right field. As an added bonus, he did the same thing in real life at this game. Took over in right field. Shamsky just 179, 10 for 56, but he has 4 home runs. Clay Carroll on now. LeMaster went 7 2/3. Ended up allowing 10 hits. 3 runs so far. Walked just 1. Struck out 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So overall, a good game by LeMaster. Clay Carroll on now, trying to get Art Shamsky, the pinch hitter. Here's the pitch to Shamsky. It's a 5-11 fly ball the other way to left field. Alou is there to make the catch to retire the side. Shamsky will take over in right, where he's a 4-8. Two runs on 3 hits for the Reds. After 8 innings complete, it's 7-3 Atlanta. And with 2 of 3 batters being righty, Bolshin will come back out for his second inning of work. Thanks for the update, Jeff. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I tell you, I'm grateful every day to still have my mom around. 87 and going strong. And still cooking, obviously. Heart of the order for Atlanta. Hank Aaron will start it off. He's 1 for 4 with a homer. Balshin gets the sign. There's a 3-11 right-handed. A grounder down to first. Pavletic will take it himself. That's 1 down. Here is Matthews now, 1 for 3 with a walk. Balshin facing a lefty. The pitch to Matthews on a 4-8 is a double to 5. On an 8, he'll settle for a long single. 1 out single, Matthews. Oh, believe me, she knows. Here's Torrey, 1 for 4 with a homer. Balshin from the stretch now. Warm up those dice. It's a 1-12, and he loses him, ball 4. Walk to Torrey, first and second. Balshin 2 for endurance. 1 more hitter walk will fatigue Balshin. Holy criminies. Not a Bart getting loose. We didn't want to have to use him, but we may have to. Menke, the batter, he's 2 for 3 with a walk. Balshin getting the sign. Pitch to Menke is a 2-7. Called strike 3. Menke down on strikes. 2 down. And here's Oliver. The Reds would love to not have to use another pitcher in this game. Here's the pitch to Oliver now. It's a 5-4 fly to center field X. That's going to be Pinson. Good outfielder with a high E range on this card. 2E14. If he's going back, still going back on a 1. He can't get to it. It's a double 2-star on a 1. The Reds have no luck at all today. That's going to drive in Matthews to make it 8-3. They're going to hold Torrey at third. And Balshin is fatigued with Woodward coming up. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to leave Balshin in. I just don't want to use another. They're down to their 2 best relievers. This doesn't seem like, you know what I mean. Balshin to Woodward is a 2-7. He rips a 2-run single and drives in a pair. Torrey scores. Oliver scores to make it 10-3. He'll face the pitcher Carroll, a 1R. 2-5 struck him out. But the Braves tack on 3. That's kind of a shame. I was kind of hoping they would do the 7 in the first and make it stand up bit. But they add on 3 more on 3 hits. When the Reds had it at 7-3, it felt closer than it really was, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because I try to follow the usage, Jeremiah. I mean, not exactly. If somebody really needs to win a game, I'm going to try to use the best guy to help him win it. But overall, try to keep it somewhat real, usage-wise. Edwards, a pinch hitter, and Helms due for the Reds. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Once again, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving before everybody leaves here. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button for me. And we're going to wrap this one up, starting off with Johnny Edwards, 0 for 3 today. Carroll into the windup. That's a 5-4 left-handed. It's going to be a grounder to third base X. Tough chance for Matthews. A 4E27 down there. Here's the play on a 13. It's a 6 on a 27, and he boots it. Error, Eddie Matthews. Edwards reaches. First error of the ball game. And we will have a pinch hitter for Balshin. Balshin, who worked 2. Against the right-hander, it's going to be Gordy Coleman gets the call off the bench. Coleman earlier in the season was starting at first base. Appears to have lost his job to Pavletic, at least for the time being. He's 6 for 41 with a homer. Left-handed batter. Carroll from the stretch. 5-7 left-handed. It's a grounder to second. Routine, that's going to be 2. It's Woodward to Menke to Torrey. Double play, and the Reds are down to their last out. Tommy Helms. Carroll with the pitch. 4-6, triple to 3. That's going to be a base hit for Tommy Helms. So Helms keeps it alive. 2-out single. And Pete Rose will get another at bat. That makes sense, Franklin. Carroll from the stretch. Pitch to Pete is a 1-6. That's going to be a double to 8 on a 10. That's a 2-star single. Helms will round and take third. Runners at the corners, 2 away. And Veda Pinson will be the hitter. Pinson 2 for 4 with a home run in this one. Carroll gets the sign. 6-9, it's a grounder to shortstop X. That's going to be Menke. Nothing guaranteed here. Menke a 4E38. And here's the play on a 6. He can't get to it. That's an RBI single. They'll hold Rose at second. Helms crosses the plate. 10-4 Atlanta. 3 consecutive hits off of Clay Carroll. Yeah, we can close the book on him, can't we? 3 runs for LeMaster. I'm kind of leaning Aaron or Oliver. Oliver has a homer and 2 doubles. That's a pretty big game. His shot in the first basically put the game away. LeMaster, a solid game, but 11 base runners in 7 2/3 innings. I'm not sure if that's player of the game material or not. Anyway, here's Pavletic. First and second, 2 down. Carroll struggling to get that last out. Here's the windup on the pitch, 110. He pops him up on the left side. Menke waiting for it to come down, and that's the ball game. 10-4 the final. Braves win it going away, and I'll have the totals for you in a moment. Carroll 1 1/3, 3 hits and a run. No walks, no strikeouts. LeMaster, the winning pitcher, he's 4-3. Joey J, of course, takes the loss, drops to 2-3. For the Braves, it's Jay, right? Balshin in his 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. So his nightmare season continues. A walk and 2 strikeouts. Anyone else with player of the game thoughts? I'm leaning Oliver, honestly. 3 extra base hits. Let's get the totals in here. The Braves, 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. The Reds, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors, 26 hits in the ball game. The Braves getting well at the Reds' expense. They've won the first 2 games of this series and are now 18-23. Again, no game tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to all. I'll be back on Friday. We'll have the Cleveland Indians at the Detroit Tigers. Gary Bell for the Indians, Joe Sparma for the Tigers. So join me for that. Friday at 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. I'm going to go with Oliver. Honorable mention to Aaron Engelmaster. And yeah, that's about it. For many, a 4-day weekend. For us retired, it's like, what else is new? But in any case, everyone have a great Thanksgiving. If you can't be with family, treat yourself. Go out and have a nice dinner, or, do something for yourself. That's it for me. I'm out of here. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.